Senator Ron Johnson, Senator Rand Paul have put out, they got a hold of his cell phone, and they put out some of his text messages. I mean, there are thousands.
34,000.
So the one that stood out today is regarding what happened on January 25th, 2021, when he speculated openly to anybody on his text chain, quote, "I asked around a bit, more than another issue came up that you need to be aware of. Since many people have significant cytokine storm and fever after their second dose, their second vaccine. This theoretically could be associated with miscarriage in the first trimester, theoretically." Dr. Walensky wrote back, definitely a good point, especially after dose 2. So here we are with this brand new vaccine. We wonder, should kids get it? We wonder what people should get it. And we also wonder if you're pregnant, or want to be pregnant, should you take it? And the answer was, of course, everybody should take it. But behind the scenes, he worried about some of the things that he was hearing about and reading about.
But here he is encouraging everyone, including pregnant moms, to take it.
Thus far, with thousands of women who are pregnant, having gotten the vaccine following the EUA, there have been no red flags of anything that anyone would be worried about. There are severe adverse outcomes for mother and baby during COVID-19 infection. Therefore, it is extremely important for pregnant women and women planning to get pregnant to get vaccinated.
Okay,
so yeah, no red flags. But that's after he clearly, we now know, knew that there were red flags.
Okay, so the text messages with Dr. Walensky, also included on that text message was Dr. Vivek Murthy, who later became the Surgeon General. Walensky was the CDC director. So all three of them were on this text. He's saying, I'm worried that it could cause miscarriage in the first trimester. And she writes back, especially after dose 2. Then a month later, was that soundbite that you just heard, when he's saying no red flags, women can get pregnant, women planning to get pregnant, they need to get vaccinated. So he's saying one thing in the text to these other experts. Why didn't any of those other two experts speak out? Why didn't the CDC director or the Surgeon General say, Dr. Fauci, you told us something different in our text messages a month ago. Are we lying to the American people? What if a woman is pregnant right now and she takes that second dose and she has a miscarriage? Is that our fault? Because we didn't tell the public the truth? What if you had a miscarriage in 2021? Are you like wondering now, was it because of the vaccine? Dr. Fauci told me I was fine to take it. This is going to open a whole new can of worms. People are going to sue because they're going to be so upset about this. They lost their children. How many children if this is true, if the vaccine did cause miscarriages, how many children are in heaven because of that misinformation?
Yeah. And of course, this is not something that was not speculated and talked about among the great unwashed masses. We were all wondering about it and asking about it, asking penetrating questions about it. And we now know that this guy was lying about it and saying things behind closed doors, realizing that there was a real danger here, and then telling our wives, our friends, our daughters, our sisters that there was nothing to worry about here.
And remember, Jimmy Kimmel and guys like Chuck Todd was screaming at you, how dare you not get vaccinated?
How dare you question this?
Yeah, how dare you question this? Here's Senator Roger Marshall, who's also an obstetrician.
They have subpoena power. They can have an independent investigation, and then they can prosecute as well. All Congress can do is expose the truth, or try to expose the truth, which is hard to do when a guy takes the fifth 111 times. A full 9/11 style commission would also be something that could work as well, but really it's going to be up to the Attorney General, I think. Does he want an independent counsel to go forward with this? This is a situation where there was so much power concentrated in one person. This guy is drunk with power. He's created this, he helped create this virus. Gain of function was his thing. For 20 years, he's been funding research for it. This virus gets loose from a lab. But this is very consistent with the rest of the story. Multiple times, Anthony Fauci tells his diary one thing, but the American public the other.
So that's just it. We don't expect everyone to understand in the real time about the pandemic. There were so many questions, where it came from, the origins of it, what do you do, how do you handle it? Remember, ventilators? Turns out ventilators, everyone was well-meaning, but ventilators were killing people because they were exponentially making the disease worse. So they were killing people.
Just tell
no
the
one tried
truth.
to. Yeah.
That's all you have to do. And people can handle the complexity of it.
I don't know.
Right. But tell the truth.
That's the problem. There were a lot of well-meaning people.
Yeah.
But when you say one thing in January and you're telling the public something else in February, that's a lie.
While denying that you said that in January.
Correct.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.